Okay, we are playing some Super Dungeon Explorer. Let's see, this is gonna be 16-bit Super mode. We're playing Super. And we're playing with the family. So our party is the Scout, the Sapper, the Ranger, and the Princess. And her stuff, well, we're just starting out, so we're all here. Everybody's there. And Mark is playing console, and he's spawning right now. So we got part of the Roxor dungeon and other stuff. Yeah, so let's go.
Hey guys, Heretic U here with a special family battle report. As you can see, my little niece there, and I'm playing with my nephew and my wife, and we are playing Super Dungeon Explorer. So I'm going to try doing a Super Dungeon Explorer battle report, and you tell me if this format works. So I activate first, and I try to take down the spawn point, which fails. So all 3 shots fail there, and you can see the console that's played by Mark. He's going to run up and hit me and do 1 point of damage with all of those gougers. Basically, he surrounds me with gougers, trying to get the best out of mob rule. Then he activates one of the flingers, who flings at the guild sapper and does 1 point of damage. More importantly, he used hot pot, which will put him on fire. And then you see my the Glimmer Dust is going to activate and fire a couple of shots at the spawn point. She's going to miss twice and do 1 point of damage, but we're all just kind of moving forward in the dungeon. We kind of overextended there, as you can see the console activating that Knucklehead. And I forgot how fast Knuckleheads move. Basically, with the mob up rule and a lot of blue dice, the Glimmer Dust Ranger is going to take 2 damage hearts, as you can see there. So, kind of a rough start for the heroes in this opening turn. Let's take a look at what is happening now. As the gang up attacks, or the mob attacks, you're just seeing the end of that. Next, the Guild Sapper is going to activate. He's going to take 1 because he's on fire. One rule we did forget was that the Glimmer Dust has an ability to remove. She actually has a remedy and could have healed that Guild Sapper. Could have removed the burning token. As it stands, he's going to still have that on him. But he does manage to take out the spawn point. And then finally, the Princess activates and uses Maiden's Kiss on both the Guild Sapper and the Glimmer Dusk. So that is turn 1. Okay guys, let's move it forward. Here we are, turn 2. So console is going to do what the console does, which is spawn some more monsters. Let's take a look at the giant mosh pit over there. Pretty good spot for some AoE. If the heroes get first turn, which I believe we do win first turn here. We're going to start by activating the Glimmer Dust Ranger. And she's going to Sparkle Dust and also drink her potion and Sparkle Burst. But rolls 0 stars with all those dice. And so a big whiff by the the fairy there. So one last action point, fires and takes out one of those gougers. Actually, tactical error there. Should have used that to remove the fire on the guild sapper there, but that didn't happen. Uses the rest of her move to walk towards the treasure chest. Now she's in trouble here. So console activates the fire dog, and the Blazed Beetle. Blazed Beetle is going to use all 3 actions attacking the Glimmerdusk fairy, and it's going to do 2 points of damage to her. So that is tough. It's going to hit 2 out of the 3 times. Alright, so moving on to the sapper, who's going to take an additional wound because we keep forgetting to remove that burning token on his card. So there he is, taking some wounds. Anyways, he uses his first attack, kills the little firehound, and then goes Astral Hammer to get that nice AoE right in between those 2 knuckleheads and the gouger. Unfortunately, we have been rolling like crap and he only gets the gouger. But he gets loot and a heart, and he's able to heal 2 from that. So now Mark is going to activate the console, and basically he's going with the Kobold Priest, who's going to augment the knuckleheads and then cast a couple fireballs at Link, tagging him once, and then he's going after Link pretty strong here. So yeah, that's gonna hurt. So I respond by activating Link, who chucks an Acorn Bomb, destroys stuff, and heals a wound back. So that's pretty good. So yeah, a little back and forth here going on with the hearts. Console's going after us pretty strong. With my last move, I use the boomerang and hook shot the treasure chest, and I get the Dragonlance, which I'm feeling pretty good because that's awesome. And then our last hero move, we go with the princess, who's going to spam heal on the Glimmerdusk fairy. Okay, so as we end this turn, we are going to start in 16-bit mode. So mini boss will be coming out. And for the game, console chose Captain R, as I zoomed in there really fast there. Show that to you. Okay, so the roll for the initiative has the console going first. So let's see what the console's gonna bring out. Lots of monsters here. He starts with Captain R. Uses a 2 action to X marks the spot to give him some attack dice. And then fires at the I think he fired at the princess, but she successfully dodged that. Next you see the Guild Sapper went with Astral Hammer, and that was a pretty good hit there. Put a wound on everything around him, and more importantly, he got some loot, so he's powering up. And with his last action, he is doing a straight strike on the Kobold Shaman there, and that will kill him, and he will get more loot. And more importantly, he did roll a heart on that, so that negated the burning, the fire token that he had on him for activating. Next up, the princess is still being attacked by the 420 Blazed Beetle, and she was hit once from that. And then Mark activates the Firehound, who tries to attack my scout, Next up, the Glimmer Dusk. I keep calling it the fairy, but it's the ranger. The Glimmer Dusk Ranger activates. It's going to take a couple of shots at the Blazed Beetle. It's called the Blaze Beetle, but I like Blazed Beetle. 2 shots, hits once, and then is going to use her augment remedy action to take the fire token off both herself and the guild sapper there. So next up, Console decides to go after the princess with the big old burning gel and sends some looks like wormlings. Yeah, she does take a wound from one of the attacks, and she's set on fire. On her turn, she activates and casts twice at the blazing beetle. Fails that. She takes an additional wound for being on fire, and then she heals 1. Okay, so trying to catch up on what's going on here. My scout's being attacked and just kind of being ganged up on. I was hit by the whelp, so I took 1 heart damage, and I was knocked down. So this round is getting pretty serious here. The heroes are pretty wounded, and you know we haven't gotten rid of a spawn point, but I do activate, and I take down one of the minions. I tried to boomerang the treasure chest just out of range, so I had to fire at the spawn point, which misses. I did get a treasure, which I trashed. Okay, so we start the new turn. We lose initiative, and then Mark wastes no time coming after me. Actually, this is the end of the turn. He's just got a few pieces to move. Now you can see him respawning. So, sorry, jumped the gun a little there as the play-by-play continues. Mark is going to basically gang up on my guy, the Deeproot Scout, and he's going to end me with a bunch of attacks. So that's gonna kill. That's gonna end Link's adventure for now, and then he's gonna take a shot on the princess. This shot will miss though, so but he did do a number on me. Activating the sapper who uses Astral Hammer again to clear out the way. So we're gonna have to cut it short here. Let me just summarize what happened. So after I died, the Glimmer Dusk Ranger was next to go, unfortunately. Key moment was not being able to take out that spawn point, and losing 2 initiative rolls in a row allowed the kobolds to just spawn right on top of us, and they couldn't, 2 characters were taken out during that turn that you saw there. Next turn the boss spawns, and you can see here it's up to the Guild Sapper and the Princess to take him out. Now, I didn't mention this, but I did trade the Dragon Lance in one of the turns to the Sapper so that they would have a pretty good shot of taking Starfire down, even though they're down 2 heroes. And they did get Starfire down to a single wound. However, with the continual burning tokens and just the sheer amount of damage that Starfire puts out, the Guild Sapper was taken down, and then the Princess activated, and then was, lit on fire. So pretty sad ending for our little chibi friends. But I hope you enjoyed this battle report. I'm going to try to do some more Super Dungeon Explorer content. So, well, let me know if you enjoyed it or whatever. This was my first time trying a real Super Dungeon battle report. And anyways, I will see you guys on the next